evening, everybody, and welcome to June's IFASA meeting. That was Hit and Miss music video by Brian. Would you like to come up and talk to us?
Well, by Brian, meaning I produced it along with Jeremy Womack and Jack Lee James was the director. Derek Griffith shot it. It was done a couple years ago. The church is on the property of a guy I knew. He built it on his land, which I thought was weird. But it worked out for us. And the desert scenes we shot way south by Huachuca. And Leila Lopez is the singer, and I guess she knows Jack, and Jack offered to do a music video for her. Chad, his brother, is the lead actor there, and the female lead is Christina Lay, who was from Phoenix, and she was in Trade-In that we made also. So it was a fun project. We did it over 2 days, probably edited it for the next week, and passed it on to Layla, and that was it. But it was fun.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. We've got a really great speaker this month. We have really great speakers every month, but not everybody blows stuff up, so that's going to be a blast. Got some neat updates for you, but for starters, I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping. Number one, there are no bathroom breaks. Feel free to get up and go whenever you need to. And other than that, we have water. Or maybe I should have reversed those. If you guys need some water, we just ask that you donate whatever you can to the kitties. So, all right, we're going to just hit the ground running. We are going to start with one of the projects that we're working on, and Chris, who is on the board of directors, will talk to us about it.
I've just started is expanding our email list. Right now, at most meetings, we have 35 to maybe 50 people that come to meetings. Tends to be a pretty consistent core. Great to meet those people and learn what they're doing. We have about 190 members, and our original email list was right about that number. But we'd like to sort of have ties to the community that's broader than that. My guess is that there's someplace between 2,500 and 3,000 people in the southern Arizona area that are involved in acting or theater or film production or music that might be good resources for everyone here to have access to. If you're doing a small film or a well-funded feature, it doesn't matter. When you send out a notice, we'd much rather be sending it to 3,000 people than to 190 people. So what we'd like to do is try to have everyone reach out to the people that they know in the acting community and the film community and identify people who are potentially available but may not be members of IFASA. So 10 or 12 different ways we're going to be contacting you and asking you to give us the names of people who aren't IFASA members who you think might be interested in being on the list. And today you get to find an opportunity. If you have any that you know of now, you can put them on the back of this sheet, which I'm going to circulate. On the front of the sheet, the second part of the project is trying to get a better handle on what IFASA members actually do. Are you interested in, are you an actress and only an actress, or are you an actress and you're interested in being a production assistant if there was a paying opportunity that came into town? Right now we have no way of sort of differentiating who's who, what background they have, what interests they have, what projects they might be interested in. So we came up with the concept of doing sort of a collection of filmmakers and actors' resumes. Like you would have a binder of actors' headshots and resumes. We'd have a binder that's both actors and filmmakers. So I've handed out a bunch of information sheets, totally voluntary. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. But if you do, you can sort of give basic background information, check off the areas that you're interested in. And so if we're looking for somebody who is a gaffer, we know within our group who we can contact right away, or whatever. You know, if we need a composer, we have a list of who's interested in being a music composer. Voluntary if you want to fill this out. If you don't want to, you don't have to. On the email list, as with most emails, it has an opt-out option. So if you identify somebody and they don't want to be part of the list, they just say unsubscribe, and we'll take them off. So it's optional to opt in, but I think it serves the IFASA member well, and it's who fills out the form and everybody else who's looking for people. Optional to get in, optional to get out. And that's it. Oh, we started with 190 members on our list. We've done this for 2 weeks, and we're at 403. So if everyone sort of contributes even a handful of names, we go from having an email list of 190 people to having an email list that in a month will probably be about 1,000, and hopefully continue to expand from there. Anybody have any questions? Thank you.
All right, we have a couple interesting advertising opportunities for IFASA. I don't know if any of you know of the Zocalo magazine here in town. They're a great little magazine for locals. They are wanting more information about IFASA and the history and everything else. Unfortunately, I haven't been here that long. I've only been in Tucson about 5 years, and I know IFASA has a very rich and very deep history. So if any of you do know the history of IFASA, would you let me know after the meeting tonight? I'd like to hook you up and like to make sure that we get as much information to her as possible. First 30 seconds of the microphone for free if you have an announcement. If you go to 31 seconds, 31 to a minute, that is $3. So, anyone have any announcements?
For a place we call the Studio on Speedway. It's at Speedway in Swan. It's about 2,200 square feet, 10-foot ceilings, rafters above that, white walls, wooden floor. It's been used for movie shoots and photo shoots, etc. It's $25 an hour or $250 for a 24-hour day. You can make use of it. There's a box of these cards over there. I ask you not to take 5. Take more than 2, please. And we have a calendar online that shows when it's booked.
Dalton, fairly new member, photojournalist. I'm working on a documentary, and I'm doing a shoot tomorrow evening and Thursday evening. I'm looking for any hefty gentlemen that don't mind spending about an hour in the evening. I'll give you a gift certificate to some place you'd like to have. If you'll help me out, see me after the meeting. Thanks.
Help you out moving heavy stuff?
Oh, sorry.
Are you looking for
It's an extra roll. It's not carrying anything. It's just an extras roll, and I want to shoot your back walking down an alley.
I'm going to go ahead and pay the $3 so you don't have to worry about shutting me up.
He's going to
This announcement is actually, many of you might know Margarita Potts. She's a makeup artist here in town. Her and her significant other or partner or whatever have purchased the 6th Street Gym downtown on 6th and 6th. They are in the process of getting it fixed up. It's an old building that is under, I believe, the old-time building code.
Historical.
Thank you. And so they've got a lot of work to do. It's kind of been run down for a little bit, but they're vowing to get it back up. They are going to be pulling together a cleaning and painting party on July 8th. And all of you are invited to come help. I know physical labor doesn't sound like a lot of fun, especially in July. But I know that Margarita's done a lot for the film community, and maybe this is a way you can maybe pay her back. Also, any of you remember Rocky? Her gym kind of has that look to it, and she will definitely remember everyone that comes to help her. It's open for location shooting as well. So, and I'm sure if you help her out, the price will be very, very reasonable.
What's the date again?
It's July 8th, Sunday, July 8th.
Will she be serving margaritas?
You bet.
What time does it commence? Is it all day?
We're actually still getting it pulled together. It'll probably be all day long. If you are interested, email me and I will start a list, and that way I can get you more information when it comes. But she's going to spend this time. We need paint. If anybody knows, like 5-gallon buckets of paint they don't know what to do with or something. So if somebody wants to donate paint, cleaning supplies, brushes, anything like that, if you happen to have it sitting around, then let me know or let Margarita know, and we'll get this pulled together. But I think it's going to be a great location for shooting, and well, I plan on doing my karate there, so eventually I'll have more than one.
That was on 6th and 6th?
6th and 6th, yeah. Let's do our first nugget then. Jonathan, would you like to do the first nugget, please? And we're extending them a little bit beyond 4 minutes. I think right that 4 minutes is enough.
Yeah, the funny thing is I was just reading the manual for the camera that's going right now, and I realized that it was in Spanish and it didn't bother me, so I'm growing. Actually, can I get a volunteer?
Volunteer? Anybody? Just come up and help me with this real quick.
Are you going to touch it?
Come on. Yeah, there you go. I'm just going to give you stuff to hold, and then you're going to help me put it together. Okay, so what this is frequently you go to a set, and you just haven't got the resources that you need. So, and it's not always practical to carry a whole lot of stuff with you. So, I'm always putting together PVC and all kinds of stuff. A short one, and just attach it down to that. It's going to hang. This is going to be like that. That's going to come down. There we go. And you can do this with one person, but just for a matter of time's sake. PVC is light, really, really cheap, and easy to work with. Yeah, see, that's why I need the help. So the way this one works is pretty basic. Attach this up for basic framework. Here, I'm going to throw this over to you. There you go. I'll hold this up and put that on. And if you're doing, say, a documentary or something, and you need a quick backdrop, it's not always practical to just hang something. You need to almost hang flat. So what we do, attach those on the both ends hanging on there. So throw one of these together. Good time. All right. So now I also carry sandbags, which I also made. Oops. Except for that one, which doesn't want to grip. There we go. And just put it on that side of the legs there. Like that. Yeah, there you go. Perfect, perfect. Give you 2 of those. And I'll take 2 of these. And I forgot to get a backdrop on. So now, a real basic backdrop that costs almost nothing. Just go ahead and clamp that up down at the top. And you'll notice, oops, so now, if you're doing an interview or something, and you've got a quick, easy, down and dirty backdrop, you can use for just about anything. You can make it a green screen if you really wanted to. Or chroma key, anything like that.
Or a sound blanket.
Yeah, it was also, that's the other on the list too, is you can use it as a, you got some nylon, you can use it as a baffle. This is just a blue sheet that I picked up. It's not actually chroma key blue, just as an example of what you could do. This would be much bigger. Now all this stuff, too much stuff attached to my head right now. So all this stuff cost me, if you count the tools that I used to make it, cost me less than $50. These pipes, you get the 10-foot ones at Home Depot for about $2 a piece for the big long 3/4 inch ones. You pick up these things, they tend to be a little pricey, but you use them over and over again. You do a lot of projects like this. These I picked up at a thrift store. Same thing here, these were picked up at a thrift store. These are about $2 a piece at Harbor Freight. Pretty basic, pretty simple little project.
Well, obviously, you just saw the trailer for that. I apologize for the sound. We're not final mix yet. We are currently right now on our first cut. The director has just turned in his director's cut, and so me, the producers, and the distributors are going to just go in there, sit down there, and work out the main cut before we do final mix and all that. What you're seeing right now is our Cannes trailer, which we already pre-sold to Korea, Japan, and Latin America territory, and we're holding the rest on until later. Hotel deSade, actually, if you could tell, it's, it says Pearry Teo presents. Me and deSade Media set up a new division called deSade Media, where we're trying to, bring in 6 genre films a year into the, Cannes, Berlin, AFM market. And, it is actually hopefully my wish that, with the success of this, I'm able to make, more films over here locally in town. Me and Rosie we already got greenlit to make one film, Strange Blood. It's not a big film. It's the same budget as that. The total budget for that's $150K. You got a 5D, you got a good crew, good actors. You can do a lot. So hopefully, Strange Blood will pick up the same way as this film, and if it does, we're moving at least 2 of our 4 picture deal slates down here. And that should be better, but it is me and Rosie's hope that we'll be able to use this as our starting point, to properly train, people and all that to, keep this industry alive.